In the sweeping annals of history, the seas have long been arenas of booming cannonades and clashing swords. Among these epic confrontations, the Battle of Cape-Hermaeum in 255 BCE was a defining moment that signaled Rome's burgeoning naval dominance. This battle was more than a mere clash of fleets. It represented a turning point in Roman military prowess and a pivotal chapter in the Punic Wars against Carthage. The backdrop to the Battle of Cape-Hermaeum was the First Punic War, a colossal struggle between the Roman Republic and Carthage, a powerful maritime force ruling the Western Mediterranean. Until then, Carthage had asserted its supremacy through its superior fleet, with Rome primarily regarded as a formidable land power. However, as the Romans cast their eyes beyond their city walls, they realized the necessity of challenging Carthage's naval superiority. This foresight led to the creation of a formidable Roman fleet, forged in the fires of necessity. In 256 BCE, the Roman consul Marcus Atilius Regulus set sail with a mighty fleet, landing on African shores and achieving a promising start to the campaign. However, fate swiftly turned against him. A joint Carthaginian effort, regrouping under the command of Xanthippus, a Spartan mercenary, decisively quelled Regulus's advance with superior land tactics. Regulus himself was captured, and Carthaginians, buoyed by their success, believed their naval grip had been reaffirmed. Yet, the Romans, unwavering in their tenacity, were not to be deterred. Even as Regulus languished in captivity, the Roman Senate orchestrated a formidable response. 30 large warships under Lucius Manlius Vulsolongus and his colleague, Marcus Aemilius Paulus, journeyed toward the Sicilo-Punic waters to retrieve what forces and pride that still remained in Africa. It was then that the two mighty sea forces met head-on near Cape-Hermaeum on the northeastern coast of what is now Tunisia. The Carthaginians, confident in their naval abilities, deployed an agile fleet of ships girded with sleek designs and an experienced crew. Conversely, the Romans, although relatively new to naval warfare, had mastered a few tricks. They employed the corvus, a boarding device that transformed naval engagements into mini-land battles, capitalizing on the Romans' superior infantry skills. As the winds whipped and tension between the fierce adversaries heightened, the engagement commenced. The Carthaginians, focusing on their conventional naval tactics, sought to outmaneuver the Romans. However, by locking enemy vessels onto theirs with the corvus, the Romans capitalized on hand-to-hand combat, destabilizing the Carthaginians' game plan. The subsequent chaos was a testament to Roman adaptability and courage. Despite formidable resistance, the Roman tactical innovation, coupled with relentless aggression, proved decisive. Carthaginian ships, experienced yet ill-prepared for such unconventional warfare, succumbed to this new maritime onslaught. The fleet that had once ruled the waves suffered devastating losses, sealing Roman control over the sea and turning the tide in the First Punic War. The aftermath of the Battle of Cape-Hermaeum reverberated across the Mediterranean. Rome's success lifted their naval ascendancy into new heights, vanquishing the myth of Carthaginian invincibility and laying foundations for Rome's enduring maritime legacy. It showed a world in flux, how a power predominantly land-based could pivot and dominate at sea, and it set the stage for the protracted conflict that would ultimately see Carthage's downfall. Though the victory came at great cost, and with future trials yet to be faced, at Cape-Hermaeum, the Romans proved their tenacity and strategic brilliance. In a dramatic turn of fate from earlier setbacks, they emerged not just as survivors, but conquerors, commanding both land and sea across the Mediterranean realm. This iconic engagement marks a watershed at which Rome vowed to remain a formidable maritime force, a resolve that would shape the future of Western civilization for centuries to follow. In conclusion, the Battle of Cape-Hermaeum stands as a testament to adaptability, resilience, and strategic innovation. This ancient confrontation echoes to us today, revealing how the course of history hinges not just on strengths held, but on the willingness to adapt and innovate in the face of adversity. Through the turmoil of these tempestuous waters, Rome emerged gleaming, its path lit by the fierce glow of newfound naval dominance.